Alright, welcome back to Gotham on a brief little side story. Gotham's the city where you could get to the top and fall for either a minute or for a whole hour. And today, there's rising concern about a number of missing kindred. And the prince has gathered you specifically to handle it to get it out of his hair. Let's see. Here we go. The prince works out of a gray, boring concrete building without windows or identifying marks. If you weren't told to go here, you wouldn't really notice it at all. The interior is a busy office, though what work is being done is hard to define. Everyone casts a suspicious glance at you before guarding anything important of theirs from view. A simple corner office is your destination. Decorated sparsely with an old globe that still shows Russia as the USSR, metal filing cabinets, and a few workplace photographs that look aged in their frames. At the desk is Alistair Ballard, a younger gentleman in a serious black suit and blue tie, but a warm, smiling face. He waits for you all to enter and sit. I'm glad you're all here. Let's go around and introduce ourselves first before getting to business. I'm Alistair Ballard, Prince of Gotham. Let's go ahead and start off with Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Theta.
Alright. Christian would be sitting in the chair, leaned back, feet up on the desk. He's got a smartphone in hand, tapping away at it. He says, I'm Christian Stone, and he's gonna look over at the rest of you, and you can see the flash go off as he takes a picture. This here's my wife, Isabella. You might recognize us. I don't think we need an introduction.
You said you just took a picture right here in this room?
Yep.
The prince kind of
Oh, by the way, he's
raises an
chewing.
eyebrow at you
He's chewing gum like obnoxiously at the same time.
and kind of goes, we're going to have to confiscate that before you leave.
Oh, that's alright. I'll delete it. Don't worry. He won't.
We'll make sure. Continuing down the line, Nell, who do you have today?
Well, you have a short-haired woman, dressed up in a suit this time. She has a hat on her lap, and she's leaning over. She has her hand on her pistol, which is around her waist, and says, "Hello, my name is Tammy Key. I work with the Segretti family. It's good work, I guess. I get some fun here and there, get some good information. So I think it's a good job. Pleasure to meet you all." And then she leans back, puts her hat on her head, and she makes a grin. "I'm ready to have some fun." And she winks.
Wearing your hat inside clearly makes Alistair shiver a little bit. How impolite. And who's this sitting right next to her? Ventru.
Well, so you see a handsome-looking guy, although clearly his body language is that more of a insecure-looking person. He's definitely, especially next to Christian, quite the opposite, quite the contrast. And he kind of looks around, and he kind of looks at Tammy first, and then with his pale blue eyes and his white, pale face, a little bit more than 5 o'clock shadow, but a bit of a beard going on, shoulder-length hair. And he's kind of sitting there with a closed posture, and he stumbles a little bit before he finally introduces himself and says, my name is Maynard Metzen. I'm a journalist as a profession and a musician. I also write plays, and I am here with Tammy. Ever since I became kindred, I suppose I'm quite good at doing investigative stuff. After all, as a journalist, you have to know how to investigate. So that's what I do. Pleased to meet you.
I guess, and just interrupt, that's when Tammy puts her arm around Maynard and just, try to calm him down. Just to give him a little cuddle. Sort of thing.
Aw, how cute.
Yeah.
And lastly, Emmerich, who's sitting in the last chair.
Well, the person sitting in the last chair is kind of a little. Sorry, one moment. I have that planned. Is the person's grinning? Is a nice, like, nice looking fellow. He has a big grin on his face. A little, he's a little bit pudgy, but he has short black hair, very short, more like stubble beard. He's wearing a white shirt, blue jeans, and he seems friendly and going in. He's waving at you and saying, "Hi, I'm Samuel. Nice to meet you." Oh. And you can sense that he has an unheard beat. Sorry, my performance is just awful today.
So happy.
All right. The person seems mostly pleased with the introductions
Sorry.
and kind of looks around at his group of investigators. Ah, very good. Well, on to business. I'm being here. You and some of your sires are willing to accept this investigation. After this briefing, it will be your responsibility, and you will be compensated according to the results. Alistair reaches into his desk and pulls out a single manila folder to put onto the table. Inside are 3 photographs of what appears to be the same person. A middle-aged man with black hair, a fat nose, wearing a casual button shirt. Inside appear to be a few pages of information. things like background, home, workplace, popular feeding locales and tactics, loved ones, internet browsing history, pre and post embrace. It's a little voyeuristically disturbing, the amount and kind of info present here. These 3 went missing 2 nights ago. There are plenty of young kindred like yourselves out there now, but some simply aren't skilled at keeping attention off of themselves. Undoubtedly, they've been taken or killed by hunters. That will leave evidence, though. They've exposed themselves, and now we can silence them. You are to discover their fate and exact justice in return. You all understand?
Yeah, sure.
Sure
I
thing,
love
boss.
some justice.
Tammy nods. Yeah.
Excellent. Then I will leave you to look over this folder. It will not leave this room.
I guess all of us examine the folder.
Does he
Okay.
does he leave the room?
No, he stays in the room.
You just said he was gonna leave. I'll leave you to it. I'm right here.
He didn't say leave you to it. He said the folder will not leave.
No, he said I'll leave you to it. I have a recording.
Be that as it may, it is his office. So he sits and stays.
Be that as it may, he's the one who's gonna feel awkward.
Actually, so
Anyway,
everyone, Tammy would like to take a closer look at the folder and just roll if she sees anything interesting.
okay. What are you interested in?
Just maybe small details, anything in common, maybe some things looked over. I don't know if this works, I have investigation files. So, yeah.
Well, there's a whole bunch of text here I can go through. We can go through the background, their homes, their place of work, their feeding grounds and tactics, or their loved ones. Or I could just give you the whole spiel for the whole thing.
Sure. I'm
Well,
down for
Maynard
that.
is going to, when he gets the chance, he's going to look at every single file and studies it for a bit, just skims it. Like he's not going to read everything, but at least he's going to skim through it. But
All
yeah,
right.
just tell us what we'll fight.
Yeah.
All right, everyone does the skim. It's all very well organized and well presented. For their background, Sheldon, Anthony, and Danny Owen are triplets, born 1991, age 26 and Embrace. They studied at Gotham University for computer science, specializing in computer architecture and machine learning. The brothers attracted attention due to continued association with the Occupy Daggett Industries movement, a copycat front group used by the Carthians. They've reportedly been in positive spirits since. Their place of residence is in downtown Gotham, and they retain the same residence they did in life as a continuation of normalcy as cover. Between their salaries, they've bought out an entire apartment floor to prevent unwanted incidents and to use the interior as their haven. The brothers each work at Riot Microchips, a small specialty chip manufacturer. Currently, it's in negotiation with a company called Daggett Robotics. The brothers, for their feeding grounds and tactics, hawk a series of internet cafes, usually striking up conversations on unique and obscure interest, and inviting anyone looking for an outlet for those interests to somewhere more private to feed upon them. As for loved ones, Sheldon is noted for maintaining a local, quote, anime club and working with students at Gotham University to keep it going. Anthony has an on-again, off-again relationship with a Sandy Garcia, 28, hiring director of Riot Microchips. Danny is not known to have any extraneous associations, but has doubled down on participation in Occupy Daggett Industries since his embrace.
Interesting. I've been typing it as I go.
And I will go ahead and throw this up in a little memo just so everyone can go back over it later.
Hell yeah, dude, you're the best.
I'm a nice guy. There we go, nice and right at the top. Or, well, I guess I have to give people permission, don't I? Ta-da! There we go. And the floor is open to further questions or anything else in particular that they want to see if is in the folders.
Well, Tammy has a question, actually, but it's not
Okay.
related to the folders. She's gonna ask the prince that are we gonna be given any resources in aid of our investigation?
What is it that you think you need?
She smiles. More guns.
He just sort of rolls his eyes a little bit. Everyone and their guns. It didn't used to be this way.
I mean, I need
If
just in case if something goes sour. I need some extra bullets here and there.
If
Maybe
you
some
want,
pistols.
once you leave, you can fill out a requisition form for it, and you'll have one before you leave the building.
Nice,
So-
thank you.
I'm not certain that you need another one.
You can just. It's better to be safe than sorry, you know. Yeah.
Alright, what else do we have? Everyone busily reading over the file, are we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Sheldon and his anime club. As for the internet cafes, is there a chain of internet cafes or they're just obscure internet cafes?
They appear to be independently operating ones, just unique small businesses dotted around, roughly around their home, really. At
Oh,
least those are the ones that they go to.
so like within was it within walking distance or you have
Indeed.
to oh how convenient.
So, suppose this might also be an in-character question. Are these three people? Are they all sired by the same person? Are they siblings in dead as well?
No, in fact, they were sired by 3 different individuals within, the Carthian movement.
Huh.
That's kind of funny.
Interesting.
So right now, out of character, we're dealing with the prince, right? And the prince is Cartian.
And the prince is what there?
Yeah. So we are dealing with the prince, and the prince is Cartian, correct?
Um, to everyone's general knowledge, he works heavily with the Carthians and may have been a part of them. However, that may
Okay.
only be token these nights.
And
So
everyone
it is
did.
No.
it is a complicated public relation right now. So
Not that you don't need it anymore. Everyone just gave you the
Yeah,
word.
everyone.
Okay,
So
no,
while
no.
we're doing this, and Christian is tapping away at the phone, I'm just gonna send out a message on my network to see if anybody has spotted Danny Owen around.
all right, these are basically using your contacts, right?
I'm sorry, the triplets. Yeah.
What were the nature of your contacts again?
The Hive
What
network.
circle? All right, that was basically a news organization, right?
Nope, it's a social media outlet.
Social media outlet. All right, I'll try to form up an answer for that.
They help people get together. You know, and who uses that more than 26-year-old college students?
With obscure interests, yes. In fact, there are 3 profiles for one for each of the Owen brothers. Each displaying a number of different interests, looking for different outings, all at night, of course, to talk about all their different little interests, to connect through the hive.
Right. But I'm looking for specifically, since this is a social get-together site,
Mhm.
to see if anyone's actually seen them in the last couple of days. Just leave a message, forum post, whatnot.
By the looks of it, there has not been any additional messages by them in the last 2 nights.
Right,
Let
but
me see.
nobody
I do
else
have a
looking for
clear
them? Or,
time.
sorry, you go ahead.
1 second. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. About 1:30 a.m. 2 nights ago.
So if I understand correctly, just as a reminder, so these three people went missing, and we're gonna have to find them. Is that correct?
Correct.
And they're probably dead, right? I mean, dead, not dead.
The prince sort of shrugs a little bit. Well, I could only presume so. You never know, though, if a hunter might take them captive and pump them for some kind of information.
Wait, you think hunters might be behind this?
Who else?
I
It's as
don't
good a
know.
speculation as any until we have evidence, isn't it?
That's true. Could you perhaps inform me how how big is the hunter presence here in Gotham? I have to admit that I don't know much about them or their presence.
It's complicated. They do like to keep their presence hidden from us for obvious reasons. I've been trying to make headway of them in recent nights. They are composed of any number of small cells that interconnect at various different points. There's no real key structure of which I could say. However, I've heard the rumblings of one larger organization perhaps pulling some of the strings. Something along the lines of Valkyrie. I don't have much on that yet.
That's a funny name.
It is,
Yeah, it was the plot to kill
but I
Hitler.
suppose angels taking away people to death, that's about appropriate for their business, isn't it?
Sure.
They got their branding right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Did
So,
you get that
So,
thing you were going to tell me yet?
Oh, I'm sorry, were there still lingering questions? I forgot.
No, you were going to tell me something, and then they asked a question, and you went on them.
Yeah, I got a bit distracted. So, what do I need? What do I need to say?
I don't know. Only you know that.
I mean, what's the question that I'm trying to answer?
No, we were looking up. I was putting out on the network looking for them, and you were telling me what was coming back, and you said, "Oh, something like 2 days ago," and then you were going to tell me what that was, and then you didn't.
Oh, what the particular post they made 2 days ago was. Right. On the Hive network, the post they made previously was that they were all about to go and take their break from work. That they were all about to go and catch the latest episode of My Hero Academia with their favorite club.
Of course.
my God.
We're not seeing this. Only Christian is, right? Just to be sure.
Yes, he's basically playing around with his phone and getting a few messages back.
Is it possible for Tammy to do something similar?
If you want to send a message to your contacts right now, or give them a call, sure.
Well, yeah, she has one. She has a hacker friend who she can ask. Maybe on
Okay,
the
and
secure
this is
line.
a contact, right?
Yep, hacker.
Okay. So you're going to give him a call, or does he prefer text or emails, or do you load up your Discord app on your phone? Discord TM, sponsored today, hashtag.
I think she will go through like I know okay. Tammy will say that I need to make a call, and she has a I'm thinking that she has a hacker friend. She would use a different phone on a more secure line. So
Right.
that's when Tammy takes out a phone and walks out of the office, tries to find at least a good signal, of course, and also a private spot where she can contact her hacker.
Of all
And
things, the building notoriously does not seem to have any windows, and being made out of concrete, the signal is rather weak. However, you do manage to wander your way to a break room that seems to be covered in a little bit more dust than you'd normally think for the rest of the building. And there is a router locally that increases your signal as you enter the room.
sweet. And that's when she calls her hacker friend up on her
hmm
on her private phone. And
All right.
whenever the hacker answers, she's gonna mention these three names and ask if she can find anything specific about them and also about Daggett Industries and Riot microchips, and maybe hopefully about what they have worked on with them.
All right.
If you
So
could provide that
let's
info.
start at the top then.
Mhm.
First question is finding them on the internet.
Yeah, anything
Uh,
specific, maybe anything raunchy. Who knows?
You hear some tapping away for about a few minutes before it comes up. Well, on first glance, it looks like they got some social media presence on this place called The Hive. Ugh, man, what a tacky little site. Ugh. Is this like a
Mhm.
local thing? You guys are weird.
Yeah. What else you got?
Oh, looks like they haven't been on for a couple days.
Huh, are they're really active there?
Oh, looks like they use it kind of primarily, really. I guess they don't
Hmm.
like Facebook these days. Good on them.
Oh yeah, that's true. What about anything about their work? Daggett Robotics or Riot Microchips? Anything specific they have worked on?
Right, microchips. Ah, here it is. Uh, looks like a dinky three-man show kind of thing. Some kind of startup, gain traction. It's not publicly traded, so that's good on them, but what's this? Oh yeah, here's this thing. It says that it's in negotiations. I guess someone's trying to buy it out. Probably because they
Oh,
can't buy it out publicly.
trying to be bought out by who?
Uh, the name I mentioned previously that I've already forgot. Ah, dang it.
Occupy that Daggett Industries, right?
No, that's a protest organization.
Oops, my bad. Yeah.
Do Daggett Robotics.
Oh, there you go.
Oh man, now this is a case. So Daggett Robotics is of course just a little branch company. The main parent company, Daggett Industries, oh man, it owns everything in Gotham. Oh man.
Oh, really now?
And some of the tendrils it sinks into different things. Ooh, man, they look scummy. Like this one over here seems basically fake. It's probably a front. This one over here, it's like, this building doesn't even exist. Ah, man, it's crazy. I could talk to you all night about this place, but I guess you don't care about it.
How about just give me just give me like a small bullet point list, of what they've done. Any highlights just to keep in mind.
Been around 150 years. Daggett Construction Co. rebuilt Gotham after the earthquake in the 1850s. And ever since, it's used that capital to basically buy and build everything.
All right. Interesting.
Odds are, if it doesn't seal whatever deal it's trying to get with Riot Microchips, it's going to close down the building for, quote, renovations, kick them out, and then buy them up while they're leaking profit all over the place.
Yeah.
So, you
Something to look
follow up one
into.
dirty trick with another. Sounds good to me, right?
Yeah, it does.
Fucking
Oh, do you have
capitalist. Anyway,
anything? One more thing. Can you find anything on this Sandy Garcia?
Sandy Garcia? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, here it is. It's listed on their resource page. Hiring director. For Riot Microchips. Guess she works there. What are you doing?
Anything on
Looking
her?
for a hot date?
I didn't look at her profile yet. Nah. I'm just wondering if she does anything off the cuff, anything, I don't know, behind the scenes, because apparently she's in relationship with one of the brothers. You can confirm that?
Well, I'll see what dirt I can dig up, but
Mm-hmm.
I might take a few minutes. I'll get back to you if I find anything.
Sweet. Or just send me an email through our private email. All right.
Gotcha.
Just don't stay up too late. But then again, you do that anyway.
Let's sleep anyway.
That's true. Anywho, thanks for the information. Talk with you later.
Yeah,
All
get
right.
out of my head.
Sure.
And he goes ahead and hangs up.
Sweet. So after that, I don't know how long Tammy is gone in game, but that's when Tammy
Probably a few
walks,
minutes.
yeah, comes back, or people are doing something within those few minutes. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyone else have, say, questions for Prince, questions about what's in the files, or anything else?
Yeah, I have one question. So Maynard, he once more goes through the documents and then he asks the prince, so do I understand it correctly that these three individuals, although kindred, still pose as humans to the outside world, or are they officially dead?
Indeed, you're absolutely correct on that. They currently continue to pose as if nothing has happened and nothing has changed, except perhaps their night shift.
I see. Would it be all right if I were to involve a private investigator that I know who is himself human? He does not know about us or the masquerade, but I think he could be of use.
Well, I trust your discretion in this matter, but as I've said before, it is your responsibility for anything that happens.
Of course, I understand. After all, we cannot have the humans know about monsters like us existing. I suppose I will give my private investigator friend a call then.
I believe your friend already left to the lounge. It's over there on the left.
All right, thank you. I'll be right back.
Alright, so you head out to make a similar call.
Yeah, so I call a private investigator who Maynard has worked with already before he became Kindred. As a journalist, it's a very useful contact to have. His name is Walter Lobb, and Walter Lobb is a bit of an older, almost like a cliche film noir style private detective. But yeah, Maynard and him used to get along pretty well, at least on a professional level. So
Right.
yeah, Maynard is going to give him a call. He's a contact. He's not an ally, but he is a contact. So yeah, Maynard calls him, and hopefully he'll pick up.
Private Eye, how can I help you?
Hey Walter, it's Maynard. Do you have a minute? Would you be able to help me with something?
Well, I'm looking at the
I need
door
some
and nobody's
information.
walking in, so, well, you got my attention.
Well, I'm trying to look into three individuals. They're named Sheldon, Anthony, and Danny Owen. They're all brothers, as far as I am aware. About 26 years old. Used to study at Gotham University for computer science. And well, these three people, they went missing, and looks like we might have a story here. So would you be able to figure out as to why they went missing, or perhaps if they have been spotted at all? Sadly, I don't have a physical description of them right now. Actually, do I? Has he seen pictures of them?
Yes, you have.
Okay, well, Maynard does have eidetic memory, so he'll do his very best to describe the pictures that he's seen, and and then he follows up by, I suppose I'll see if I can fax their pictures later.
You hear a bunch of scribbling down of notes as you're talking. It's like, got it. So when's the last place you saw him, or anyone did?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what the last place was, but I know that I know a couple of venues where they hang out. Apparently, go um, they go around a bunch of internet cafes, and
Bunch
they,
of nerds.
yes, in fact, one of them apparently maintains a anime club. Where
You just hear
exactly, I
groans
don't
in the
know.
background.
Yeah, well, I don't really understand these kind of things, but to be fair, anime, is that Japanese animation? Am I correct in assuming that?
Yeah, I think it is. Whole bunch of garbage. Bunch of adults watching cartoons.
Well, I suppose. I suppose everyone has their own way of, killing time. I'm not here to judge. So, I suppose another piece of useful information I could give you is that one of these brothers, Anthony, he's seems to be in a on-off relationship with a girl named Sandy Gracia, who is the director of Riot Microchips.
Maybe it was an inside job. Loved ones are always the first one to try to kidnap someone.
Well, I suppose you take your time but if there's anything useful that comes up, anything that you might think that might be of interest to me, please do let me know.
Alright, I'm gonna try giving a look around then. I'll tell you if I find anything.
You're a champ, Walter. I owe you one.
I'll put it on your tab.
All right. See you later. And he hangs up. And
Alright.
Is Tammy in the
return to
same
the
room?
Yes, you two are both finishing up your own calls. A little distracted with your own.
I guess we just walk together to the room.
yeah, while we're walking back, he asks, so did you get anything?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some interesting dirt on this. Apparently, Sandy Garcia. He's gonna take. My friend is gonna take a look around.
Oh, wait, there's something interesting about Sandy?
Who knows? And apparently this, what is it, robotics industries, they are quite a monopoly, quite scummy, as my friend put it. This would be fun.
I mean, aren't you just basically describing every major company in the world?
Apparently they're more scummy than some.
I see. Well, doesn't
What about
surprise
you?
me. Well, not yet, but I gave my friend Walter a call. The private investigator that I have contacts with.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him to look into these things. He'll come back to me, hopefully, at least.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for some details on the Sandy Garcia and some more here and there. So yeah, this will be quite a fun venture. Shall we go back into the room together?
Yes.
All right.
Alright. I suppose that leaves Samuel, if anything he has to think about or ask.
Nope.
Nope, you're just kind of like,
I'm
yeah,
just
I get
excited.
it.
Yeah, I'm just excited to go out and solve this
Is he
case.
is he like giddy on the
Yeah.
on the
Sorry, since
Oh,
I've
okay.
been running around here in real life, when did they go missing?
1:30 a.m.
On how long ago though?
2 nights ago.
And when was that post they made?
1:30 a.m.
And they said they were doing what?
Taking a break
Going
from-
towards their anime club while on break.
Oh.
On break from...
From their place of work.
I'm sorry, that's not Daggett, it's the other one.
Riot.
Riot Microchips. Where is that located?
You do in fact have an address for it.
Yeah, I could literally just type in Riot Microchips on my smartphone.
Indeed, pops right up. It has a nice little fancy website and everything. Contact info, address.
Okay, I'm going to copy that address. I'm going to go to Google Maps, go to Navigate, and put in the address of the university. And how far between them is that?
Not too far. Maybe 10 minutes if you're taking your time walking.
Wait, was that where the anime club was at the university, or was it somewhere else?
It looks like it takes place at the university.
Okay, and one more time for me, because I'm a complete idiot. Um, how far was the distance between the two?
About 10 minutes.
On foot or by car?
On foot.
So relatively close. Alright,
So can we go?
go where?
I don't know, to that place. Or,
Wow, most of the places I go are places.
yeah, their places, like where they lived.
Well, if they got
standing club
abducted,
thing.
if I got abducted between their place of work and the anime club, then odds are
Well-
the clues would be somewhere between there.
Then let's go there.
I suppose that would be a good place to start.
So heading to their place of work.
I guess that's when everybody's all back and agreed on that. Right?
Yep. If everyone's in agreement, then we shall head over there.
To Gotham Uni?
I believe everyone was
Or-
thinking right microchips, right?
Oh.
Well, I guess because they got abducted somewhere between the two, so you go to one and then you start heading towards the other.
Yeah.
Don't know
Yeah.
what path they took though. 10-minute walk can actually lead to a bunch of different paths.
All right, let's
Alright.
go.
Alright.
Oh yeah, she needs to fill in a thing first to get more guns and then go.
Alright, you go ahead and stop by with a requisition form on your way out. What are you trying to get exactly?
Is there like a small pistol that she can conceal? Just a pocket pistol.
Yes. Pistols are generally size 1 and very concealable.
Okay, she'll just have another of that. So she has 2.
Hey, there you go then.
Yay! Now she's dual wielding pistols. Awesome.
So while we're heading out, I'm gonna be fast typing onto my my smartphone a post to the Hive Network main site.
Mhm.
A advertisement. Hey, anime fans, Hive Network loves you too. If you loved getting together with all your anime friends, take a picture of your meeting rooms. Show off all that cool anime swag.
Oh my
That's
god.
awesome.
I
Uh-oh.
want you to roll presence computers real quick.
Let's see.
So I'm just gonna whistle.
Presence of computers, maybe not intelligence computers. Huh.
Well, this is about writing a
Using
little bit of social media to get the most attention.
using a point of willpower.
Alright. It's a smart idea, but it needs follow through.
Oh yeah, there's still one thing we need to solve. Like after well Tammy leaves the building, she is very, very hungry.
Oh, yes. Several of you are very hungry, aren't you?
Yeah.
But Christian first. You go ahead and put that out, and within about a minute, you start getting an influx of pictures through the social media site of various different rooms and places around Gotham's with widescreen setups, anime figurines all over the place, and even a couple people hugging body pillows.
Are any of them geotagged with location marks?
Quite a lot of them. In fact, every one of them. Wouldn't you know it, your site has that as a default feature. If only
my
they
God.
read the terms of service.
Cool. Then we just got to identify which one of these are around Gotham University, and then we know where the anime club is.
Alright. That is a simple enough task I won't bother for you to roll. You identify which ones are from Gotham University in particular.
Yep.
And it looks like currently there's only a few people in the quote anime club over at Gotham at this hour. It is currently about 9 p.m.
Cool. By all those body pillow pictures, I know I'm going to be able to get some blood from this place.
It's just what type of body pillow pictures did you get? Like which character?
And state of undress.
Ugh.
Hey, social media.
Yep.
Fortunately, the Hive has auto dick pic filtering.
That's great.
And at any rate, so what is everyone's plan? Riot microchips again? Or does this change the idea? Or are people thinking of going to get food?
I'm
Hey, you guys
hoping
are
that-
all hungry boys.
Yeah, but like I said, you can
Yeah.
probably easily
Uh,
pick up some VtR
Oh, yeah.
from the anime club people.
That's true.
Alright.
But no, it doesn't change my plan. Riot microchips and then head towards the places that are geotagged with these pictures. That
I
way,
agree with this
that
plan.
that discerns the path that we should take.
All right. So you head to Riot Microchips. The outside of it is basically an uninteresting sort of office building. And there's a simple little tag on front that says Riot Microchips. Visit us online. Check out our QR code.
Is it like a gated building, or is it just a regular office building?
It seems like a regular office building from the front. However, of course, there is an electronic lock on the front.
Is there any guard or something like that?
Well, we don't need to go inside.
Oh,
There does in fact appear
Yeah.
to be someone on the inside who is guarding the lobby from the inside.
Because you remember, they left from here when they got abducted. So we don't actually need to go in. There's nothing inside that should be of any use to
But
us.
the door, of course, does have a buzzer.
Is there any, shit, I don't know what you call it. Like, around the outside of a building, typically when you have, like, a walkway or something, that little patches of dirt and everything that's around the walkway.
Like medians.
Sort
Yeah,
of.
I think I know what you're talking about. The answer in this case would be, would be only up front. Only on the sides facing the roads for beautification purposes.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna, crouch down a bit. Like, putting my, phone in my back pocket for a second. I'm gonna look through the dirt. Is there any, like, insects or bugs of any type?
Go ahead and roll me some, what is it, wits resolve for perception?
Sure. No, it's wits and composure, isn't it?
Wits composure, then, yeah.
I mean, for me, it's the same roll. I just want to make sure we're right on.
Yeah, it's been a
Perception
minute.
is with this composure, yeah.
I'm gonna use a willpower.
Oh,
I'm always gonna be using willpower, guys. This is my twist. Because I needed it!
Wait,
Yeah.
always using willpower as your twist? I don't understand.
You will. You will.
Yes.
You definitely find plenty of bugs.
Alright, I want to use my animalism because I can talk to bugs.
Okay.
It's another twist, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's a twist normally.
Let's say you find a bunch of sugar ants.
Alright, I want to use my animalism. Does that require a roll?
It sure does.
Manipulation, animal kin, animalism. Cost none. Perfect. Manipulation. Nope. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. There we go. Animalism. Animal kin. Willpower.
Spend all the willpower.
Yeah, it's fine. I can get it back real easy. And apparently I always need it.
You got it. You get a singular sugar ant.
Hey there, little buddy. You tell me where most people drop all their tasty little treats.
Scent paths, east, west, along stone.
Here or further towards the hive?
Everywhere.
Or nest, I guess. I guess
Food
ants have nests.
all over. And taking a brief look left and right, you can see that there's plenty of garbage. Not enough that you wouldn't. There's only a small bit of it. You wouldn't notice it if you weren't looking.
Well, mostly what I'm getting at here, I'm asking the ant if most people come out here on their break, or do they come out a different path.
From that, you get the impression that this might be the way in and out of this building.
Okay, so they don't have like an employee entry-exit thing. Alright.
That is correct.
The benefit here is that the ant's not going to talk to anybody that they told someone was asking questions, as Ant says. Alright, this seems to be the only path. So wherever they left from here. And pull the phone back out. Must have gone that way.
Alright.
Alright.
So we got a start line and we got a finish line. All we need to do is find out where in between they must have gotten separated.
Hopefully along the way we can... Oh, I need some food.
Like I said,
So,
there'll be a bunch of sweaty nerds who would love a
I'd
woman
rather-
like you.
no, I'm very picky with my food. Hopefully there's
Oh,
a
it's
club
all about the
nearby.
hunt, my little lady.
Yeah. I agree with that.
No, I am very picky.
The deer is often sweaty and covered in ticks by the time the hunter takes it down. Doesn't make the antler display any less beautiful.
No. Hopefully there is a club nearby that I can waltz my way in. Get some
At about
food.
this time, as you're about to leave, someone sees a friendly face, an investigator, Wallace, or what was his name again?
And his
Waller?
trusty dog, Gromit.
His name is Walter,
Venture?
right?
Sorry, what?
What was his name again? Wallace?
Oh, you mean the name of my private investigator buddy? His name is Walter Lobb.
Yes, Walter. You in fact
Yeah.
see Walter coming down the street towards Riot Microchips.
Oh, okay. I suppose I wave to draw his attention.
He sort of pulls a hand out of his jacket pocket and kind of waves over at you. I didn't expect to see you out on the exact same spot on the case.
Well, I did tell you I was investigating this case. I thought you were just going to do some background checks, but I'm not complaining.
Well, hey, may as well ask some questions, right?
That's what I was thinking. So we basically just got here, although I do believe that one of my new colleagues here, Christian Stone, just picked up some information. Did you pick anything up? Anything useful?
Mr. Stone?
Oh, I thought you were talking to the investigator.
Yeah, I did ask Walter if he picked up anything interesting.
Yeah, that's the way I read it.
Yeah, that's how I meant it.
Walter kind of shakes his head right now. Nah, you just got here.
I see. Would you be willing to tell? I mean, sorry. Let me introduce you people. This is Walter. He is a private investigator. He's acquaintance of mine. Would you be willing to tell Walter what you found out, Christian?
Oh yeah, that this appears to be the only entry exit for employees. So, also by the amount of garbage deposited here on the ground haphazardly, it seems like this is also where they take the breaks. So it seems more than likely that the three triplets would have left from here on their way to, and he's going to look around that way towards the university where their anime club would have been joining up.
Makes sense. It's a small tech company. Gotta keep things secure.
Yep.
Doesn't look like it traffics very much in large loads, so there's no backloading bay or anything.
Right. And seems to me that we just walk the path and see if we find any clues as to their abduction. If not, we hit up their anime club and see if They know anything? Like if they ever made it there and nobody just said anything, or?
Well, you can have fun talking to a whole bunch of nerds over there.
Yeah,
I'll
I
talk
want to
to
know
some
if
over
they've
here,
seen
then.
the, wait a second. Wait a second, hold on. Christian's gonna hit up his phone real quick.
What's the matter?
There's something very important. Might have cracked the
Yeah.
whole case.
Already? That's not fun.
I'm curious. I'm not sure what
Never
you're getting at,
mind.
but I'm very curious
Nope,
now.
wait, hold on.
Yeah?
What is the day